It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. To throw is Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Tua. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Jackson. Throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down, as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Browns 10, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
1-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Number 22.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, tried to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
It's a gain of 6.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And 5 at the 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down to the 11. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Tua to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Watts is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Brings up 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Tua steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. The Browns send out their punter now. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's
under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
36-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa being chased out left. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
1-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And some room to work. Past the 20. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. So that about
the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier, Geno Atkins on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Lawrence. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He finds an opening past the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Kamara off the draw. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's into the clear. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were...